right, everyone, so we are here with CrossFit icon, Masters legend, and what, three-time Games champion? Handful of more podium finishes. And you actually finished on the podium this year?
Yeah, second place. I finished second place, yeah. So it was a good year. A lot of stuff going on, obviously, because of COVID and everything else. But bar none excuses, it was a great year.
So, Ron Ortiz, if you don't know who this is, but yeah. So this year, programming at the Games.
Yep.
From all the Masters athletes I've talked to, it seems to keep elevating because the fitness level of the Masters athletes keeps elevating.
Yes.
Do you find that to be true?
Absolutely, and that's, we hope for that every year. We don't want things to decrease by any means, and one of the nice things about the programming is that they seem to hold a higher level of weight. A lot of the events, I mean, there were definitely advanced events, which I love. I love the fact that they're pushing us and making us do more and not taking things away. That's one of the things I love about Masters Fitness Collective, that we're at right here. Eamon, CJ, these guys actually are programming at a level that is like equal to the game, by all means.
So speaking of the programming here at the Games, we're witnessing Chop It Down.
Yeah.
I think is what's called.
Oh my God.
And this is a repeat from last year.
Yeah.
You won this competition last year,
Yeah.
and you got the honor of doing this. CJ told us that you said to him that was the hardest workout you've ever done.
By far. So last year, I have to tell you, and that's not taking away from anything going on here today, but we had a 70-pound dumbbell last year in a 24-inch box. I saw Jesus. I think I saw baby Jesus. Now it was a very tough workout. It was a workout that pushed me to a point where I was like, I got done. I was like, whoa, okay. I've hurt. By all means, there's been a lot of events that we've done at the Games and stuff, but that one hurt. And this, just watching him, I was telling CJ, I was sitting back here with him going, okay, I'm getting like the nervous poop feeling right now, just watching these guys do this, because it's an amazing event. I love that they did it. I was just talking to Eamon, and he goes, I don't think we could three-peat this, but he goes, it's definitely the equalizer. It's good.
I know last year I judged it, and it's just a long event to even judge.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't imagine what it was like on your side.
Man, I'll tell you, that's one of the other things that I was talking to Bobby as well. He said it's such a long event that it's one of those things we got to give the judges a break. So that's why they have smaller heats, so they can bring more judges in and out. But I love the fact that they're allowing us to do this type of thing, which I find interesting. Also, they brought in the assault rower on this one. And from what I've heard, the assault rower is actually, it's like pulling a damper of like 9 or 10 on the concept too. So I can only imagine, like I'm watching these guys, I'm like, wow, they're really taking their time on the row, but it's like, that's the reason. It's got the payback value kind of let's say the Echo bike, where you pull hard and nothing happens. So I think that's a smart way that these guys are approaching this.
So what brings you here? You just support your buddies?
I do, yes. So last year I came in, because of COVID, I came in and we didn't have the game, so I'm like, this is a great opportunity to kind of see where I'm at. I use a lot of events to not only get to work out with my buddies and guys in the field, but also see where they're at, where I'm at. So it's a good kind of like, gauge as to what I need to do and how I need to approach things, number one. And then number two, this year I came back, I love this environment. I love being around everybody. And the cool thing is watching these guys compete, being here to support them in every way, shape I can. Because, I mean, ultimately the goal is to have a larger Masters Fitness group, collective, and maybe even, if we can get everybody on board, get Legends to join in with this and get Matt O'Keefe and his group to join in with this and make Masters an event like a true event rather than a sideshow.
Yeah. What I've said it a million times, this is my favorite event to come to.
Oh, yeah.
Because the athletes are approachable, they will share stories, they will talk to each other on the floor, whether it's smack talk or support, it happens like the whole time, and I love it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I love the fact that this is available for Masters athletes, and it's obviously becoming bigger. Last year was a beautiful venue. This is amazing. I hope that people that are listening will take a chance at signing up for these events. Legends is coming up pretty soon. Make sure that you show up for those things, because that's builds the Masters community and makes this a real thing.
So the last thing I have to talk about
Yes,
is you got married this year.
I did. So, again, I'm not taking away from anything, my performance, anything at the game. But I was talking to my wife today, I was like, Jess, there's a lot of stuff that happened going into the games that I feel like I allowed to that I allowed in my own training to kind of take away from my performance at the game. I'm not totally disappointed. I'm an athlete. I kind of laugh because I still remember people busting on Rich Froning, not comparing myself to him, but he had a silver medal floating around his gym on the floor at his gym in the bar, and I'd be like, Rich, hey, there's a medal. He goes, yeah, that thing's not going in the house. It was silver. So I don't feel the same way. I'm very proud of every performance that I do, but I'm looking to come back next year and make a bigger difference.
And your wife was with you here last year,
yes,
before she was your wife.
Yes.
Very supportive, and could you do it without her?
No. Let me tell you, Jess, even my coaches said your wife has added something now to you as an athlete, to where they can now not worry so much about me, because she's the one that's going to be telling me what to do, how to do it. And she's not only my biggest fan, her family's now come along. They were at the games with me this year, and that kind of support has been kind of added to my life. Having her there, having her family there, means the world to me, and she is an amazing person. I love her to death. Jess, I love you if you're watching this. But couldn't do it without her. She's amazing.
Well, Ron, thanks a lot for taking a couple minutes out for us here. Go back and enjoy the show, and we'll talk to you soon.
I love you.
Right. Thanks, man.